What's up, everybody? We are talking about a pretty big news item this week.
Just jumping right in, aren't we? Wow.
Seriously.
Let's rock this thing now.
Well, there's a red dot, and I'm going to just go for it.
You're it. He's ready to go.
Red means go.
Sometimes that's when people shut up.
He's cracking the whip around here.
Oh, I see what you did there. Indy's coming back, folks.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Redemption swing.
Yeah, really.
Where do we start? I don't even know.
Well, we know that George Lucas is not involved in this.
Oh, thank goodness.
We also Harrison Ford is in this.
Right.
Oh, thank
We know
goodness.
that. George
With a
Lucas.
cane? Like
Right.
a cane whip?
Spielberg,
Yes.
Harrison Ford, and somebody who writes a lot of Spielberg stuff.
It's David Koepp is going to be the screenplay writer for this. The guy who also did the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, the World's.
There's going to be one great scene where Indy hangs upside down in the rain and kisses Karen Allen.
Sweet. Yeah, take it away.
It's it's exciting news, I guess. I mean, when this thing comes out, Harrison Ford is 73 years old now.
Whew.
When this thing comes out, 3 years from now, it's supposed to come out in June of 19, he'll be 76 years old, which puts him at 14 years older than Sean Connery was when Sean Connery played his dad.
That's ridiculous.
So, I mean, that's a little bit odd.
Indiana.
One of the best
Indeed.
things in the whole story to me was a mutual friend of ours, Mitch Krieger, posted out. When I posted on a Facebook wall or something like that, he was like, "I'm only watching it if Kylo Ren comes in halfway through the movie and kills him." And it dawned on me that this is what Harrison Ford is doing. He is ending his career by having Andrew Driver show up halfway through every film. What's his name? Adam, I'm sorry. Anyway, shows up.
It's your son's name!
Sorry.
Adam Driver shows up halfway through every movie and kills Harrison Ford's characters
Oh my God.
so that nobody else can play them unless they do legacy films. Indiana Jones Legacy? Is that what the other one is?
Young Indiana Jones. Oh,
Right.
no, Legacy. That's your
Legacy,
shit.
they're making a Star Wars
Yeah.
joke, duh.
Ah,
I don't know,
sorry.
we do Star Wars jokes every once in a while on this
I
show.
don't know what Star Wars is.
You do a lot of jokes on every
Anthology,
show.
I think is what you
Anthology.
meant.
Thought anything serious for once?
Legacy.
I
See,
mean,
what was
when,
it,
you, when, you
is
get
it
the
Star
joke,
Trek?
when you get the joke wrong, it just...
That's what Beta and I were like,
Let's see. Oh my God,
I'm thinking Young Indiana
the old
Jones.
guy's at it again.
that's a great point.
Grumpy forgot to take his medicine. So,
That's true.
Can you picture
His
this?
words.
Get off my plane. Like everything he's ever...
Would you
I
help me
didn't-
jump out of the plane?
Yeah. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Like every movie he's ever done.
I
And then
can
he
see-
gets a $20 million paycheck.
I could see young
Blade
Adam.
Runner.
I could see young Adam Driver
Blade
being a
Runner.
Nazi, coming back as a neo-Nazi and just being like, "This is for the Third Reich," and instead of him trying to bull up him, he's just like, "I can't do it, arthritis."
You heard it here first, folks. Thank you, Mitch.
Adam Driver, halfway through the film, kills off every Harrison Ford character ever. Mosquito Coast, gone. All of them. All of them gone. And Harrison Ford gets $20 million for each one. And then that's it. He's got a full bank account, and he can live the rest of his days, which is about 40. And then he falls off into the sunset.
So we're gonna do a Clear Present Danger remake.
And poor Callista Flockhart has a full bank account.
Poor.
Poor Calista.
Well, I think that's pretty awesome. Harrison Ford is killing off all his characters. That's happening. Wow. All right. Thank you again.
You heard it
Mitch.
first from Mitch Krieger,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show.
Beta, thoughts?
I'm excited. I think, like I said, it's definitely like a shot of redemption for the series. I think Indy 4 was what the prequels were to Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was Stinktown.
Yeah, that definitely gets a sad trombone.
That's
Oh,
bad.
God.
God, I hope, and Shia LaBeouf is Jar Jar. And I really hope...
I was going to ask no Shia this time.
Yeah, because they couldn't do...
Indy,
He's got to wear the paper bag over his head that
Exactly.
says "I'm not indie" underneath it.
Or I think, they couldn't do it in Star Wars. I understand they can't kill Jar Jar in the crawl. Like, I'd like to have him just fall through this earth and just land on Jakku.
But they were talking in the thing
Yeah.
about this actually might take place in the 70s. Because you start to do the math and how old he is now and
Right.
how old he was supposed to be back then. Like, this could be set in the 70s. That would be fun.
I just
Yeah.
hope they return to like the more mythological, like religious lore that the original trilogy.
Don't you
dealt
think they'll
with.
do
So
that after they
I-
return to what originally people loved with Star Wars? Don't you think they want to replicate?
Right,
that a little
because
bit?
Crystal Skull really
It's
drove
sci-fi.
away from like the established mythology that we understand in our own world. The first three, you had the Ark of the Covenant, you had the Holy Grail, all that stuff. That's real world mythology that you could actually study in real life.
That was a big draw.
Right, and I feel like that's so much more fascinating than what Crystal Skull did, which was a lot of almost like fan fiction in a
Yeah.
way.
My top two that I would love mysteries to be solved. If
Right.
I'm looking at mysteries to be solved, I want Fate of Atlantis, which is the
Yep.
story of Atlantis that they did as a game,
There you go.
or like King Arthur.
That's always cool
Another
stuff.
cool one.
Is that original Xbox?
I mean
The Crystal Skull. Oh, I'm sorry, not Crystal Skull. Fate of Atlantis was a Power PC point-and-click adventure game from LucasArts.
Okay, I'm confusing it with something else.
Something else, yeah. You're thinking of the Infernal Machine.
Yes.
Yes, that's what you're thinking.
But there's a bunch of great mysteries out there that have never been solved that just in the real world.
There's a lot they can do.
Like this week they brought ground penetrating radar into King Tut's
Tut's,
tomb
yeah.
and found they're like, hey,
Yeah.
there might be some more rooms back there.
awesome.
That's cool as hell.
That stuff's
So
amazing.
They find Apocalypse.
We've never found the Library of Alexandria, right?
True.
I mean,
Yes, that'd
that's
be
another
good.
one of
That'd be
those
good
kind
one.
of cool things that we hear so much about that they could do. They don't need to do anything Crystal Skull-esque
No.
ever again.
They can
Stay
just
away from aliens. Do
Horrible.
not go back to
I never
aliens.
Or
even saw it.
sci-fi.
Right.
They
I
don't
never
need
even
sci-fi.
saw
Right, no sci-fi.
That's
It's terrible.
I never watched the
It's
14 Indiana
historical.
Jones just because of the reviews,
Right.
and maybe that's not fair to always do, but I stayed away from
No,
it.
it was fair in this
No, it was-
case.
it
It
was
was very
terrible.
fair in this
If you're a
case.
fan of the series, give it a watch just so you can understand why fans would want to do it again. That's like why we watched the prequels in earnest because we were kids at the time. But watch it just to understand what the development would be from 3 to 4 to possibly a good 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so one theme of yours has been with Star Wars and with Marvel, they were passing the buck on to a new generation. Do you think that's what's happening with this one?
I don't know. I hope so. Like I think there's so many cool mysteries that you could write stuff about that would be fun. Like it's a good Indiana Jones is kind of like our James Bond, or like James Bond's an English character.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Indiana Jones and Jason Bourne. We don't have, what I'm saying? Like he's our character. So I'd love to see that carried on.
This is worth seeing alone for me for Harrison Ford. Just
Yeah,
goodness,
yeah.
I love it.
I think I said in one of our original shows, I didn't love old Han Solo. I didn't think he was as good at it now as he was, and it might have been because of character stuff. So, I don't know. I'm hoping Indiana Jones is a different kind of character than Han Solo was. So
Of course, yeah.
I'm hoping for something that I enjoy better.
I loved old Han Solo because I love the grump factor.
Well,
Just,
I mean, he was
grumpy
great.
people just find their way to me, man.
Exactly. You're drawn to us.
If you like,
I find you very intriguing.
if you like,
Say that again, a little grumpier.
If you like grumpy Harrison Ford, watch 4 because that's pretty much the whole movie.
Well,
He's
I
a
can't
grumpy
imagine
old
what it's
man.
going to be in 5.
I mean, they've got good people already on board for this movie. Spielberg is still a brilliant director.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
David Koepp is a brilliant screenwriter. He's done so many fantastic
Mhm.
movies. And Spielberg proved last year with Bridge of Spies that he is still one of the very best directors in Hollywood. War Horse was fantastic. Lincoln was fantastic. The guy can still direct like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, he hasn't lost a step.
Except
Absolutely
his.
not.
It's his business.
True, it is his business. So I mean, they're bringing on good people for this.
Well, I think it's set up to be a success, and with maybe tempered expectations because of the last one.
Right.
Well, I mean, and the sad thing is, as we're coming to an end here, is that, what's success in Hollywood nowadays?
Money.
Is it box office or is it a good film? Because those two are not mutually exclusive of each other.
Of course not.
There's lots of great films out there that don't make anywhere near the money, and there's lots of really terrible films that make a lot of money.
Do you know what dictates that?
So-
It's whether the Geekiverse likes it or not.
That is true.
So-
If you don't get stars from us, adios amigos.
One bad review from the Geekiverse, and you're like,
You're done. You're done. You're
The
done in
same as
Hollywood.
you were before.
You're
Oh,
making.
Full House is gonna do okay, I think,
Yeah,
but
You're making documentaries out of Cleveland after us.
I mean, Fuller House got a second season, and we only gave it a 4 out of 10. So, ooh, yeah, who no?
and Nick has not been on a show since, so
Yeah, and what do you think about that? So, yeah, we are excited to see it. I think sounds like we're optimistic to see it. It's a few years away. Tell us what you think about it. Leave a comment below. We'd love to get into a discussion with you there. Visit us on social media and leave a comment right on our website, thegeekiverse.com, or visit us on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Hi everybody, if you like that video, check out this one right here. Or better yet, if you'd like to subscribe, click here. If you don't, I'm going to stare at you disappointedly for the next 20 seconds. Not like I have any place to be. Take your time. Subscribe. Watch the video.